Now, we don't even know how to spell the E of ESG, the environment piece, and governance is basically something you better do, otherwise you're going to end up in prison. But the S is where the opportunity area is. And we looked at this from an inclusive hiring point of view, and we started going, okay, so how does it compare to other ways of driving social value? The answer is it just blows them away. And doesn't really matter what other metric you're looking about. So sort of volunteering, you might get 700 or 800 pounds of social value, or half a day training, you might be getting 300 or 400 pounds. But putting one person from an underrepresented group into work, 20,000 pounds. 20,000 pounds. And if they've been in prison, Chance, what are you talking about?
It's around £55,000 if they've been in prison. If they've been in the care system, you can add 15,000 on top of that.
So this is a perfect way to say, yeah, okay, how do we expand our talent pool? How do we become more inclusive? But also to be able to feed up to your CFO and say, guess what? We've managed to drive, £150,000 worth of social value, which is going to help them enormously. Because where it's going to help is with bids and tenders. So if any organizations out there, particularly if they're doing bids to the public sector, but it doesn't need to be that. I mean, also, we know from a lot of private sectors as well, social value will play a big part. So in the public sector, minimum 10% can be up to 20%. So, if you're building bridges or big projects, et cetera, these organizations are expert in what they do. But 20% of that decision is going to be based on what are you doing to help the local community, to drive social value, et cetera, put more inclusive hiring in the area. And that's where we have our social value accelerator, which is a whole framework to say, right, how can we help you turbocharge your social value to win more bids, change hearts and minds, and actually do the activation as well?